So I'm inside and I'm busy printing the connectors. I got two different printers there called the Creality CR-10. It's an incredible machine. It's a print bed of 300 by 300 by 400 tall. Use that. Those two babies really crank out the parts. And then we have another one called Monoprice Maker Select Plus. It's got an 8 by 8 bed. It's a really nice printer. It's probably one that we'll probably use to enclose and use some different kind of filaments. But the reason why we have the big ones is because we could do so many more prints on them, and we wanted to use a filament that was biodegradable and environmentally safe, which is the PLA. It's actually made out of corn sugars, and although it takes a long time to decompose, it does decompose under severe heat and that kind of circumstance. You have to really put it deep down into the hot compost for it to disappear, and it take a few years, but it will disappear. It won't be just regular old plastic like your milk cartons and all that all over. So so this is two different prints. I got like one part, so the 2V dome that you saw in the other video essentially has three different connectors. There's a bottom one, and there's one called a penta and one called a hexa, and they all just have different angles to help hold that wood. It's really kind of cool though, because they all just insert into the connectors, and then the pressure of the design of the dome really helps force it together. It's just super strong. That thing does not even hardly move. So and then we got this lovely little Monoprice. I think it's a Monoprice Select Mini. It's got a 4x bed, really tiny. I guess I'd consider this your point and shoot printer. You don't really have to do too much with it, but I do have to say that although, you know, it looks like the 3D printing world is kind of gaining some momentum right now, everything's probably a lot more do-it-yourself as far as the machines go. They are starting to see a lot more stuff on Kickstarter, where they're developing some things that are more like a printer, where you don't really have to do anything. You just do, you know, push buttons and it prints. But which, you know, eventually I'm sure that's what we'll see. But kind of have to have a little bit of a handyman in you to kind of take care of these things. You know, got nozzles and heat sink and hot ends, and filament gets stuck sometimes, and you have to calibrate and adjust the bed, and just all kinds of little things. But some of the stuff that I love to do, so it gives me an opportunity just to be home and get some work done, and hopefully, you know, earn enough money to get off the darn old Social Security disability, because I really hate that. But I'm having a good time making these domes. They're a lot of fun, and there's a lot of interest, and you know, being neighborly, one of the groups that I'm involved in, you know, we're making greenhouses, chicken coops for the members if they supply a couple rolls of filament. So we're working together with a few people to make those for them, and we're hoping to really donate some homeless shelters here soon, and do some other things in the community with the domes. They just really got a lot of potential. I've got a lot of interest in them, and it's just a lot of fun. So anyway, I'm looking at these printers now. I had another one, so I had 5 of them going at once, and I actually do have one more of the big ones coming, because they're just a really cool printer. It's called the Creality CR-10, and I'll put the information out on that, or actually on all the printers. I'm thinking that when I was just introduced to 3D printing about 2 months ago, and when I was out there looking for information, I was on YouTube, and all I found were techie guys, and hardly any, you know, I know there's a few younger young men in there, you know, trying to teach and show people how to do stuff, but not a lot of women, and not a lot of grandmas. So I'm thinking about doing the grandma's guide to 3D printing, because up until about 2 months ago, I was like, what the hell is 3D printing? When I heard the word print, I thought, print, it's paper, flat. And the first time I actually saw a 3D print in action, I was just blown away, and I just saw the potential, and been having a lot of fun just making parts and creating things. And I know that in being neighborly, we have a repair cafe, and my friend Tara, she's really good at modeling, and she actually does a lot of repair with these parts, so it's a lot of fun. One of these days I'd like to actually 3D print a 3D printer. So anyway, we'll stay tuned, and I guess I'll let you know if I'm gonna start up a Grandma's Guide to 3D printing. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for checking in. Bye.